Okay. I don't know how good that lighting is, but it's a different environment that you guys are used to. Um, so today is back in biceps, and I wanted to try something different and do it in my garage. So today, I'm pretty much just going to be using this thing, and it's called, what is it called? It's called Total Body Works 5000, and it uses just your body weight, but you can do any exercise you want on this thing. If your body weight is either is too little for you, like you're too strong for your body weight, there is resistance bands you can use with them. And there's 4 of them, and for back and biceps, I don't even need them. Like, my body weight's enough. And, I noticed with this thing, when doing rows, and I'll show you guys here in a few minutes, when doing rows, I feel my back so much more compared to doing cable rows in the gym. And you can do, like, a mimic lat pull down and a mimic, like, pull up with this, too, which I do like a lot. Bicep curls, you can do those with, you can do them on here, and then I also have free weights, too. It's adjustable. I need to get more plates, honestly, because at the moment, I have one set, so I have, individual ones, but at the moment, I unfortunately only have 2 10-pound plates, so that would only go on one of them. However, I did the math, and I can technically, in a way, have 34-pound dumbbells on each of them, which is pretty dope. It's just, the weight distribution is a little bit different, so I could still do 34s, and I have done them before that way, which is nice. But, I don't even go that heavy for dumbbell curls anyway, so, but yeah, different environment that you guys are used to is my garage, and eventually, when this whole area gets all cleaned up, and I get some more home gym workout equipment, I'll probably be switching from going to the gym to just working out in the garage. And, when me and my family start going through things in this garage, because we've been wanting to for years now, to get rid of or sell or just throw away or whatever, there'll be a lot more room, so I'll have more more things I can do in here. And I'll eventually make it look pretty cool, like with lighting, maybe add in a couple mirrors or something. But yeah, so we're just going to use this thing for now. I do like it a lot. Like I said, it's great. I do feel quite a bit in my back. Like, I love this thing for back. But yeah, we're going to do that. I still got to drink my pre-workout and get ready. But have my pre-workout meal. I made burgers, French fries, and baked beans. Not the healthiest, but honestly, I also haven't had too much food to eat today, so I'm not really that worried. Probably drink a protein shake after my workout. I'm still feeling kind of hungry, and I definitely need some more protein, so I'll probably drink a pretty protein heavy shake, or at least 2 of them before I go to bed. But yeah, so let's get into it. I'm gonna drink up my pre-workout, and I'll see you guys here in a couple minutes. For me, it'd be like 15 because I gotta wait for it to kick in. But so with this machine, you have these handles up here, which you can use to like mimic a pull-up or even a lat pull-down. And you can do the same thing with these, except you get like a shorter range of motion with this. You get a better stretch, better range of motion. So I'll show you. It's pretty simple. Let's bring this up here, and I don't have any resistance bands on. Just kind of grab it. Cross your feet over here. I don't know if that's on camera, but then you just bring your chest to the bar like a pull-up or like a lat pull-down. And you get a pretty good squeeze and a pretty good stretch in your lats too, which is great. And when you're done, just let go. You have no risk of falling and maybe hurting yourself, you know, from like a pull-up bar. And you know, it still works every muscle that would, you know, you would use in a pull-up or like a lat pull-down. You know, your wrist, biceps, upper back, lats, lower back. You know, you're still engaging your core, still puffing up your chest, bringing your chest to the bar. So, you know, all those muscles still being worked. With this, it's just your body weight. That's really about pretty much the only difference. Is this machine, you're not strength training, you're using your body weight. I mean, it has resistance bands, so yeah, you can up the, you know, make the challenge harder. So in a way, you can still build muscle with this, which I like. I mean, eventually, I'll probably be able to, I imagine with correct training and time, you know, be able to use this machine with all 4 resistance bands like nothing for every workout. I mean, you can do legs on this thing too. I have really strong legs, so it's hard for me to do it on here, but you know, it works pretty good. Okay, different angle real quick. I do want to mention the Streignth hoodie that I have on. This thing is super comfortable. Okay, that's bad lighting. Hold on. That's also bad lighting. Man, there's bad lighting here. Super comfortable hoodie though from Streignth, Streignth.com. Use code Tyler10 for 10% off your total checkout. This thing's super comfortable, thick too. Probably a really good winter hoodie. It's also got this cool little logo, but this is their 5-year merch for their company being open for 5 years. Again, super comfortable. Go check it out. Okay, ignore the mess in here, but this is the Total Body Works 5000. So as you see, there's 4 resistance bands. You just hook them on here, you know, depending on how much resistance you want. There's 4 total. You don't have to use them. If you don't use them, this is, you know, just your pure body weight. Then you do have individual cables. So, you know, you can do 1 at a time, or you could do both at a time. I don't have 2 hands. I mean, I do, but just not available to show you how that works. But are going to do some back first, then some biceps. Okay, real quick. So I'm going to start off with rows, and you can do your, you know, your lower mid lats where you're just pulling into your belly button, or you could do like your, you know, your upper back where you're, or this way where you're using your traps and your rhomboids and rear delts and whatnot. So you could do either or. And you know, I can always get different adjustments for this too. So I could do other things besides just with the D handles. But yeah, we're gonna start off with those 2 movements. So let's get into it. So with this machine, you have these handles up here, which you can use to like mimic a pull up or even a lat pull down. And you can do the same thing with these, except you get like a shorter range of motion with this. You get a better stretch, better range of motion. So I'll show you. It's pretty simple. Let's bring this up here, and I don't have any resistance bands on. Just kind of grab it. Cross your feet over here. I don't know if that's on camera, but then you just bring your chest to the bar like a pull up or like a lat pull down. And you get a pretty good squeeze and a pretty good stretch in your lats too, which is great. Then when you're done, just let go. You have no risk of falling and maybe hurting yourself, from like a pull-up bar. And it still works every muscle that would you would use in a pull-up or like a lat pull-down. Your wrist, biceps, upper back, lats, lower back. You're still engaging your core, still puffing up your chest, bringing your chest to the bar. So all those muscles still being worked. With this, it's just your body weight. That's really about pretty much the only difference. Is this machine, you're not strength training, you're using your body weight. I mean, it has resistance bands, so yeah, you can up the, make the challenge harder. So in a way, you can still build muscle with this, which I like. I mean, eventually, I'll probably be able to, I imagine with correct training and time, be able to use this machine with all 4 resistance bands like nothing for every workout. I mean, you can do legs on this thing too. I have really strong legs, so it's hard for me to do it on here, but it works pretty good. So I just finished up back. I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, my back doesn't. I mean, my back feels pretty worked. I mean, I kept trying to do more sets, and it's just like, I just couldn't, man. So, we're done with back. Again, it's just like a lot of rows and a lot of the mimic pull-ups. And I mean, that's pretty much all you can do. But I mean, you can do single arm, you can do the wide grip, you could do to your stomach line, your belly button or whatever. You could go up to your nipples, your chest, up to your face. You can even mimic what are they called? Face or shoulder pulls. Shoulder pulls. You're just pulling up your shoulders. You can do that with that too, which is pretty nice. I was doing it, but I mean, just for like a feeler, just kind of thing. I'm still trying to learn how this machine works. Is quite a bit, because I'm used to the whole cables and the free weights and machines, but like this thing here it's different. So I'm still trying to learn it. I actually found out you can do push downs in a weird way. You can do push downs. Not great. It's not that stable, and it's similar to a skull crusher. It's something I'll have to show you guys another time if I remember, hopefully. But anyway, we're on a biceps. So, like I was saying earlier in the video at the start, I have adjustable dumbbells. See, these are the kinds you twist off. You twist these off, and then you can change out the plates. These all come off. The bar weighs 8 pounds by itself, and that's with the clips on too, I assume. Then you can add on your plates. These are, 2 5s on each side, so that's 28 pounds. And then I have this one, exact same bar as the other. It came in a set, but these 10-pound plates did not. It's still 28 pounds, it's just the weight distribution is different. So in a way, it still feels like you're lifting a different weight, because you kind of are in a sense, just from the weight distribution. Still, again, same weight, but the dumbbell kit I did get, which this is it. It came with the 4 5-pound plates and 4 3-pound plates, which it's basically like a 2.5. It's just an even 3. But yeah, it came with just those, and then the bar. They did not come with the 10 pounds. And the reason I only have just 2 of them is because when I had bought the kit, I had no idea what the actual plate size looked like for the hole. So I didn't know if these 10-pound plates were gonna fit on this. You see? So I only bought 2 because I didn't want to have to buy all 4, and then if they didn't fit, then have to go return all 4. I'd rather just return 2, or even 1. But of course, you can't use a dumbbell, an adjustable dumbbell, with just 1 plate. I mean, you can do forearm stuff with it, but it's just not practical. So that's my lawn story short. Because it was short but long. So we're just gonna use these. Eventually I will get 2 more of these, maybe even finish off the set and get another set of the 10 pounds or even 25s or something. That's later down on the road though. But we're gonna use both of those since it is 28. I'll use probably the one with 10s on this arm, and then the one with 5s on this, or vice versa. I don't know. Just as long as I keep it the same, for every set. So if left is going to be the 10 pounds and right's going to be with the 5 pounds, I want to keep it the same. Just to be sure. But we're gonna do those for biceps. Then we're gonna try to do bicep curls with this. This is a little bit harder. There's 2 different ways you can do it that I found myself. Maybe even 3. I think 3. And they're not the best because biceps aren't meant to be that strong of a muscle. They don't need to be that strong. There's no sense in curling more than 40 pounds because you don't really need anything past 40. I mean, if you're on roids, sure, but for most people, curling past 40 is just kind of, you just might hurt yourself, honestly. So yeah, it's with the whole body weight thing, it's more than 40 for, I assume and hope, for everyone. But anyway, let's get these bicep curls in. I'm going to do 3 different clips just back to back on how to do, I think 3 clips, but just on how I'm doing biceps with this machine. I just did 4 or 5 sets with bicep curls. I don't need to do too much more, so I'm only going to do a couple more sets. And I'm probably going to show you how to do wrist curls on this, which I really like doing wrist curls on this machine. Yeah, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do biceps with this, the different ways I've found how to do biceps with this, and then the wrist curls, and then that'll be it. I've been in this garage for how long? About an hour and a half, and I got to work tomorrow. I still got to edit and upload this video tonight, as promised. Tomorrow I'll probably upload a video, if not, definitely Thursday, but I'm gonna try my best to do one as much as I can this week. But yeah, do biceps. There is like 3 ways I have found that you can do biceps with this. I'm sure there's other ways, but I'll show you 3 ways that I know how to do them. So, just should hopefully see this on camera, but I mean, it's just kind of like this, like a regular bicep curl, elbows to the side, and you just, it's a lot harder because it's my body weight. That's really hard. That's not what resistance bands, that's just me. And this one's kind of weird, but flip around, grab the handles this way, and then bring the board about halfway up, and then lean forward. It's kind of sketchy, you gotta have balance, but lean forward, and curl. That one's also really hard. I feel like you probably work other muscles besides just your bicep in that one. And then the next one's kind of, I hope, but you put your resistance bands on there. And then, I should probably switch arms. Like just a curl, kind of like a cable curl. I mean, this, I don't feel that much on my bicep. Now, this you can also lower to make it either easier or harder, which it can also, add to the challenge. Like, this is the highest incline, so if I was doing the pull-ups with this, that would, of course, make it more difficult. So, if I wanted to up the challenge, if I were to master all 4 resistance bands plus my body weight, put it all the way up here on the incline, the max incline, and then that would increase the, the difficulty due to the fact, the slope, the incline's higher. So, you can adjust that, but those are the ways I found you can do biceps on here. It's uncomfortable for me, it's hard, it's difficult, so I like doing just the curls. Plus, I feel like whether heavy or light, you can get like a really good pump on them. So that's that. Now, in terms of the forearm curls, you just sit on here. I have all 4 resistance bands on at the moment, but now you can, legs off, other hands here, but you can either have your arm like here and just curl, or you could bring it down by your side and then curl in. Now, I mean, it's not the most stable thing. I do have this on the max, so it is a little bit more difficult. But if I take 2 of those off, so now it's just on my body weight plus two bands. It's easier for me to hold and balance here, so now I can just focus on just, just squeezing. And, same thing over here. Now this is just for single wrist curls, obviously. But, you can do it there, bring it down to your side, do it here. And, if you can't do that with or without resistance bands, you can always just do this, double-handed, which is significantly easier. And then you just curl your forearms. But man, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about this with forearms. It's killer. I love it. But that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go have my protein shake and edit this video and upload it, and then go to bed. But yeah, it was a pretty good workout. But yeah, probably catch you guys tomorrow for tomorrow, Wednesday, maybe legs. I just did them on Sunday. They're feeling somewhat good, so yeah, so maybe tomorrow for legs. If not, probably something else. But yeah, stay safe.